Hello, hello. Well, happy Faithful Friday. Welcome. And most of us are at seminar, including me, my future me. So, leaving this message on Wednesday, we're getting ready to head out, packing all the shoes, all the dresses, all the boots. And I have to say, my belts are going to be the most talked about, maybe. Well, I hope you all are having a great time at seminar. And if you're not there, if you're not going, do everything you can to go to all the events for the rest of the year and go to seminar. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And do what you have to do to get there. And one of the ways that you can track your way to seminar, to your goals, to your future team members, all links back to the weekly accomplishment sheet. Okay, that's maybe been a minute since you've done your weekly accomplishment sheet. Have we gotten out of the habit? If it's a zero, it's a zero. If it's an $800 week, it's an $800 week. We've got to be recording those, turning them into your director or your senior director and showing those off. That does, I can't, well, I'm going to explain how many things that can do. It not only tracks for taxes, for prizes, for giveaways, for tax write-offs that you gave away a hostess gift and you can write off the taxes that were lost. Keeping track of every dime is so important. That's what makes you a business owner. And even if you're doing it at a hobby level or just with a few customers, it's still necessary and you want to do that. So if you don't know how to do a weekly accomplishment sheet, I want you to not hang up yet, but after you listen, contact your director and ask her to walk you through it. And there are tutorials on InTouch, all the things. They don't have it there for fun, it is so necessary. Okay. What I use in our unit, our weekly accomplishment sheets for, is it's the only way I can keep track of recognition for our weekly meetings and our newsletters. So it is the only way I can keep track of recognition and put my girls in the newsletter for their weekly accomplishment sheets. And I can add up their monthly totals and show those off. And when it comes in the newsletter, you can show your family, like, this is the possibilities of Mary Kay. This is what my job has been working up towards. Okay, one of the biggest impacts that we can make with our weekly accomplishment sheet is at a career chat. I have always followed my mom's lead and used my weekly accomplishment sheet at career chats or at the end of the class, because I do I do a marketing at the end of each skincare class. And my theory is I've got them there. I don't want to have to gather them up again individually for my time and their time. I just say, if you can stay 15 more minutes after we do some shopping and eating, there's the best prize of the evening at the end and a survey. So that's how I get them to stay. Then I personally show them a notebook full of pictures. It is a 3-ring binder. It is on loose, and it's real pictures that I get developed at Walgreens or Walmart, and it's pictures of my life, that they see my husband, they see my dog, they see my family, my time at seminar, take pictures for your book at seminar, that they just see my Facebook in real pictures, printed out pictures. They still do it. Then at the end, I talk to them about how we make our money, and we can make 50% profit, which is the best, and the highest paid commission structure. I tell them quite a bit of, five fast, fun facts. And then I tell them about how we make our money. So back to weekly accomplishment sheets. I can talk about that another time. But weekly accomplishment sheets, what does it show? What does a weekly accomplishment sheet show at the end? It's like at the very bottom. Have you ever printed off your weekly accomplishment sheet? Like there's a print button. What I do is I take that, I print it, I highlight it all it prints in a Word document, or it just prints. I just highlight it all. I change it over to a Word document, and I get rid of a ton of cells, things that aren't necessary for them to know, like my yearly, doesn't need to know my consultant ID, doesn't need, unnecessary lines. All we're looking for is what we did that week, how many guests were there, what kind of sales there were. Were they reorders? Were they PCP? Were they skincare classes? Was it a facial? What was it? And then the hours that I conducted them. The hours that I conducted them. So a skincare class was 2 hours. Maybe. Mine are always 2 hours because I talk a lot. And then my reorders were 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, at the max of my actual time of working that reorder. Okay. Then what did I say? What's at the bottom? What's at the bottom of that? When you have your hours appropriately in there, and then your hours worked, your business, what's at the bottom? It is your income per hour. Your income per hour. Okay, 50% sounds amazing. Largest page commission structure is just like, wow. But what does that really mean? What does that mean to her when roughly 80% of women are getting into Mary Kate to make extra money? What is it? That doesn't say anything like a number. But when she's making $10 an hour, $20 an hour, maybe she's making $30 an hour. What does that mean when it says per hour? That your weekly accomplishment sheet often says 50, 75, 100. I just had a consultant do $200 an hour in a week. She worked 3 hours. She made, $200, $300 in a crazy short amount of time because she had a huge skincare class. That's what it was. So that income per hour is what speaks to people. Okay, you know what I also do? And I'm going to say this in the next minute. I take my friend January that has 3 boys, is a teacher, has all this other stuff going on. And because they look at my life and they're like, yeah, that's what do you do like all day? And like, you don't have kids. And so you don't know the time of day, how busy my life is. But I can show January, and that reflects her. I can show Donnie, who's a grandmother of, oh boy, it's probably up to 12 or so. She is so busy. She's retired, but she has 12 grandchildren. Or a Sherry, who is my top consultant, has $1,000 weeks all the time and runs her very busy, famous husband's jazz musician career, traveling all over to heck and gone. So they see other women, just like at seminar. Oh, look how I did that. Just like at seminar, you're going to see all kinds of women cross the stage. Like, if she can do it, I can do it. Because you see her and you maybe see yourself on stage. Okay. That's what weekly accomplishment sheets can do. And that's what I want you to do. So your director will give you a big, big kiss and hug when you ask her about weekly accomplishment sheets if you're not doing them now. And then she will do backflips if you ask for others on her team weekly accomplishment sheets. Use them. Use them to your best ability. Share this opportunity. Women are looking for opportunity. I'm teaching a class. I'm teaching DIQs. I hope to see you at the seminar. You'll have to say hi that you listened to this at the Sapphire seminar for DIQs, I think the second morning. Okay. Thank you for listening. I hope this served you and have a great seminar.